Hey, so Baruch Hashem, another 5 minutes of tefillah, just one clerical piece of work. It could be starting next week that the live Shearim might move to the morning hour, perhaps 8:45-ish, but I will send out 8:30, I'm not exactly sure. We'll send out a communication. So to begin with a line that I was zeichet to say this morning at my son's bris, that when a baby is born, and this is really a line that was born out of these Shearim, so I find it only appropriate to share on this forum, that when a baby is born, Shimshon Pincus, not in Shearim B'Tefillah, but elsewhere, explains that that first most beautiful cry is in reality a plea, a cry for the baby that it wants to go back. It wants to spend time like it had the last 9 months, sitting ensconced in mommy, sitting in an area of purity, of learning Torah from a malach. And it's such a beautiful, even when we say it, it sounds so amazing. A place of purity, a place of security, a place learning with a malach. Who wouldn't want that? All its needs taken care of. And that's that first cry that the baby gives off. And if we think about it, this really comes from what we learned from the Brisker of, that anytime you cry, anytime you sigh, anytime you feel something difficult, we have to learn how to channel that. Channel that sigh, channel that pain, channel those tears back to our Creator, back to the place that it all comes from. And now we're in the middle of learning about Rina, about Shevach, about the importance of praises. In the past few days, we've been learning about this incredible skula, these words of Yirmiyahu Hanavi, stories of drought, stories of shidduchim that came salved from where? From praises. And we're probably hooked and sold on this skula. Who wouldn't want? Just stop for a few minutes, find an area to thank Hashem, and we reiterate, find a new area. Don't thank Hashem for the same things you thanked yesterday, because that's not creating a new connection. But if we find a new area, maybe it's a new understanding of how much we have to appreciate whatever we have. That gives us this most incredible skula. But as an immediate follow-up, says Rav Shimshon Pincus, so why do we sing? Why do we thank Hashem? So everyone here answers, what do you mean? Yirmiyahu Hanavi, because we want Hashem to answer us, because we want children and shidduchim and parnasa and good health and yishuv hadas. Says Rav Shimshon Pincus, no, that's not why we praise Hashem. We praise Hashem for the same reason we do the entirety of Torah. Why? Because it is the emes. It's the truth. And what we do as Jews is we follow the rules. We do what's emes. We know that the Aleph Beis begins and ends with a mem in the middle. Emes. So why do we praise Hashem? Why do we thank Hashem? Why is there such a focus in our religion of Hakaras HaTov, of Hakara to Hashem, of thanking Him for all the incredible good? Because it's the truth. Because that's how much we're indebted to Him for every moment of life. And the more you think about it, it's mind-boggling. And this is also another thought that comes out every time you see a new child. I always marvel at the baby. I always marvel at the manicure. That's me. You look at these teeny little fingers that just came out of mommy, and it's a perfect manicure. The nails are cut perfectly. Mind-boggling. Mind-boggling. Do you ever stop and think how our nails, how they grow so nicely? And we could do this with every inch of our body. Rav Victor Miller was famous how he could sit and talk about an apple, about the beauty of an apple and the color and the taste and the texture. That's every moment of life. So why do we thank Hashem? Because it's the truth. Because we are so thankful. But what we really need to do is just recommit to thinking about it, to putting it back on our radar. And I'll say even a drop more. It's on our radar. There's no one nowadays that doesn't reiterate the words, Baruch Hashem, thank you Hashem, thank God, BH, constantly. We all do it. Maybe we do it as a reaction. So you know what we need to do? We have to take our words, put a drop of thought into them. When we say that Baruch Hashem, when we say that thank you Hashem, when we stop and we say, wow, make it real. Really feel the thanks. That's the greatest tefillah that we're learning. And we're doing it because it's the truth. And then we get these incredible dividends, this incredible skula of Yirmiyahu Hanavi B'siyata dishmaya.